In a village, a husband and wife saw three old men sitting outside their house. They were sitting there for quite a while. The wife went outside and said, "We don't know you, but we saw that you are sitting here for long. You must be hungry. My husband and I are inviting you all. Please come inside and have some food with us." They replied, "We do not go inside a house together." When she asked why, one of the old man explained, "His name is Wealth. If he goes with you, your home will be filled with wealth always. And he is Success. If he goes with you, you will always be successful in any endeavor you start. And I am Love. If I go with you, then your home will be filled with love always." Then he told her to discuss it with her husband, which one of them they want in their home. Her husband was overjoyed hearing about it and said, "Let's invite Wealth to our home." The wife said, "Why don't we invite Success?" After some discussions, the wife came back to them and said, "Which one of you is Love? Please come in and be our guest." Love got up and started walking toward the house. Just then, the two also got up and started following him. The woman asked, "You said you cannot come together? Why are you all coming in?" The old man replied, "If you had invited Wealth or Success, then the other two would have stayed outside. But since you invite Love, wherever he goes, we go with him." Moral of the story: in life, the choice of prioritizing love, highlighting how it brings about both success and wealth in life. It emphasizes the transformative power of choosing love as the foundation for achieving both success and wealth. Mr. Phillips was just getting ready to leave his office, and he remembered that his wife had asked him to bring 1 kilogram of bananas. When he stepped out, he saw an ill-looking old lady across the road. She was selling fresh bananas on the street. Mr. Phillips usually buys bananas from a grocery shop few blocks away from his office, but since he was in a hurry to reach home today, he thought about buying them from across the road only. He went to the old lady and asked her the price. She quoted $7 per 1 kilogram, he told. "But the store where I usually buy from gives them for $5 per 1 kilogram. Can you not give me for the same price?" The old lady told.
"No, sir. I cannot afford to match that price. I can sell them to you at $6 per 1 kilogram. That's best I can afford to give you for—"
Mr. Phillips told her. Never mind. He left in his car towards the usual grocery shop. He went inside and picked up a good bunch of bananas. He went to the cashier to pay for them, but he was surprised when the cashier told him that price per 1 kilogram is $10. He told the cashier, "I have been buying bananas from here only for some years, and this is a steep price increase. Can't you offer me a better deal for being a loyal customer?" The manager overheard him and came there. He told Mr. Phillips, "Sorry, sir, but our prices are fixed. We do not bargain." Mr. Phillips felt little bad with that flat attitude. He thought for a second and put those bananas back. He went back to the old lady. She recognized him instantly and told him,
"Sir, I can't match that price. I won't be able to earn any profit."
Mr. Phillips told her, "Don't worry about the price. I will pay you $10 per kilogram. Now give me 2 kilograms. The old lady got very happy. She packed 2 kilograms of bananas and said,
"I can't take $10, but I will take $7 per kilogram. I appreciate your kindness."
She also told him,
"My husband used to own a small fruit shop, but he got very sick. We have no child or any relatives who could support us. We had to sell his shop to cover his medical bills, but he could not survive."
Tears were flowing from her eyes. She said,
"But now, to support myself, I am trying to sell what I can afford to buy and sell, so I can survive for what's left of my life."
Mr. Phillips told her, "Do not worry. You are doing good, and from tomorrow on, I will only buy bananas from you." He pulled out his wallet and gave her $100 extra and said, "Take this. Bring more different fruits to sell tomorrow. Consider this an advance payment for fruits I will be buying from you. You can earn more if you have more choices of fruits to sell." The old lady thanked him. Later, he recommended many of his colleagues to buy fruits from the lady, which they did. And with the support from Mr. Phillips and many other buyers, she made a better living. The story teaches the importance of empathy, kindness, and support for small businesses and individuals facing challenges. Acknowledging and assisting those who work hard to make a living, promoting a sense of community and shared humanity. A little girl overheard her parents saying, "Only a miracle can heal our son." The little girl hurried to her bedroom and retrieved her piggy bank from a secret drawer. She carefully counted the change, ensuring perfection. Placing the coins in the jar, she ventured to a nearby drugstore, seeking to buy a miracle for her sick brother. Unfortunately, the pharmacist was too busy to notice her. Frustrated, the girl banged on the counter with a quarter, finally gaining attention. Explaining her situation, she asked how much a miracle would cost. Unable to help, the pharmacist softened, but the girl persisted, offering her $1.12. A well-dressed man overheard and asked about the kind of miracle needed. Moved by the girl's determination, he revealed himself as a neurosurgeon. With her money and faith, he operated on her brother free of charge. The miracle saved him, filling their home with joy and gratitude. The moral of the story is that compassion, determination, and the kindness of strangers can bring about positive outcomes. It underscores the significance of caring for others, being persistent in the face of challenges, and the impact of generosity. One day, an old man was walking in the forest when suddenly he saw a small cat stuck in a hole. The poor animal was struggling to get out. Then, he gave him his hand to pull it out, but the cat scratched his hand in fear. The man squeezed his hand, screaming in pain, but it didn't stop. He tried to help the cat again and again. Another man was watching the scene, screaming in surprise, "For God's sake, stop helping this cat! It will get out of there!" The other man didn't care about him. He kept saving that animal until he finally succeeded, and then went to that man and said, "Son, it's the cat instincts that make him scratch and hurt, and it's my job to love and take care." Morale of the story: always treat everyone with respect and kindness, but don't expect other people to treat you the way you want to be treated. We can't control how others react to certain situations, but you can control yours. A 10-year-old boy entered a cafe and sat at a table. The waitress placed a glass of water in front of him. The boy asked, "How much is the chocolate ice cream?" She replied, 50 cents. The boy took out the money he had in his pocket and counted it, then asked again, "How much is the plain ice cream?" Meanwhile, there were many customers waiting for a table in the cafe. The waitress was losing her patience and replied harshly, 30 cents? The boy counted his money again and said, "I'll have the plain ice cream." After finishing his ice cream, the boy paid the bill and left the cafe. When the waitress returned to the table to clean it, she swallowed hard at what she saw. There, placed neatly beside the empty dish, were 15 cents, her tip. The little boy had enough for a chocolate ice cream, but he ordered plain ice cream so he could give a tip to the waitress. Moral of the story: you can be the most generous person, but poverty can make you appear stingy to some people. Do not judge people by their appearance or their poverty, but rather by their character and how much they value you. A father takes his son into the forest, blindfolds him, and leaves him alone. He is required to sit on a stump the whole night and not remove the blindfold until the rays of the morning sun shine through it. He cannot cry out for help to anyone. Once he survives the night, he is a man. He cannot tell the other boys of this experience because each lad must come into manhood on his own. The boy is naturally terrified. He can hear all kinds of noises. Wild beasts must surely be all around him. Maybe even some human might do him harm. The wind blew the grass and earth and shook his stump, but he sat stoically, never removing the blindfold. It would be the only way he could become a man. Finally, after a horrific night, the sun appeared and he removed his blindfold. It was then that he discovered his father sitting on the stump next to him. He had been at watch the entire night, protecting his son from harm. We, too, are never alone. Even when we don't know it, God is watching over us, sitting on the stump beside us. When trouble comes, all we have to do is reach out to Him. Moral of the story: just because you can't see God doesn't mean He is not there. A man and his wife went to the zoo. They found a monkey who was passionately playing with his female. His wife said to him, "What a romantic animal." Then they found a lion, and his lioness separated from each other. The silent lion sat alone in his corner, as if the lioness doesn't exist. His wife said to him, "What a sad scene without love." Her husband then said to her, "Throw that stone at the lioness and watch." When she threw the stone at the lioness, the lion roared to defend his lioness. Then she was asked to repeat it with the monkey. The monkey then jumped up and climbed the tree and abandoned his female to save his own skin. Her husband then told her, "Do not be deceived by what you see as romance and outward show. Oftentimes it is a deceptive appearance just to hide an empty heart. There are others, on the contrary, who are relaxed, but their hearts are full of sincere love." Presently, we have so many in the monkey shadow and few lion nowadays. Always follow your heart and don't be deceived with romance. Now, if you think this content is good, tag that one friend who needs to see this, and please like, share, and follow.